Good morning. My name is Liette, and today I'm going to show you how to make a pom-pom. So we'll make them basic pom-pom, and then I'm going to show you how to do a pom-pom with a pom-pom maker. So basically what you want to do is you want to start with your yarn and this a cardboard. Now I did 2 layers of cardboard because I needed it to be stiff. So if you have a nice stiff cardboard, you cut your length, and what you're going to do is you're just going to wrap around your length. And the length will also determine as to how big your pom-pom is going to be. So different lengths, obviously, depends on how tight you work as well, will give you different size pom-poms. So you basically are going to wrap around as much as you can. You have to be careful so that you don't want to go too tight, because then your cardboard's going to bend. So we're going to just wrap around. I like to use the remnants of my yarns from knitting and crocheting to make these, because it doesn't require a whole ton of yarn. Obviously, it depends on the size of the pom-pom that you're making, but we're going to wrap around. And then once that's done, I might as well keep going and finishing my, there's no point in keeping a little piece of yarn. So I might as well finish wrapping it around. There you go. We are wrapped. I did cut yourself a piece of yarn the same color. And what we're going to do is you're going to make sure it doesn't slip off. You're going to slip this. Oh no, actually we're going to slip it underneath. And you're basically going to wrap it all the way around. All right, so we're going to make it so that it doesn't kind of fall apart yet. And now I can slip this off. Now I'm going to tie this as tight as I can. Obviously, the tighter the better. Just have to be careful you don't pull too hard and actually break your yarn. Make sure your tie is in the center. And then with a sharp pair of scissors, you're going to cut all of your loops. And you're cutting your loops on both sides. Make sure you get all of them. Once you've got all your loops cut, this is my tie. I'm going to just give it a shake. And now we're going to come and we're going to trim. So just with your scissors, you can come out and you're going to trim. Whoops, I forgot a couple of loops. So determining how big of a pom-pom you want, you're just going to come and you're going to shape it. Make sure you keep turning it because you want it to be a nice shape all the way around. think we need a little more trimming. If you see the odd little loop, just cut them through. There we go. I think the shape on this one's pretty good. Once you're okay, you're happy with the shape of it, obviously you can stop trimming. There we go. So now, depending on what size of a pom-pom you want to make, you can use different size cardboards. So the next one I'm going to show you is with a pom-pom maker. These are all pom-pom makers. I'm going to show you a medium-sized one. And how these work is you have two little kind of arms that you pull out. You're going to do one side at a time. I'm going to use this yarn to do it. Let's move this guy over here. And basically, there's a little divot in here. I just like to start my yarn in the little divot. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to wrap this around, and you're just literally filling in this whole little arm section here. And of course, the more you fill, the thicker the pom-pom. And again, you should probably try to do it in layer or as even as possible. It doesn't have to be perfectly even, but the more even that you put your layers, the less trimming you'll have to do once we try and take the pom-pom off the pom-pom maker. So basically, we're just going to keep going around. And if you want your pom-pom to be perfectly sized, you can count how many times you go around this one so that you can do this same amount of wraparounds on the other side when we do the other half of the pom-pom. I usually try and just fill it so that when I tuck it in, you'll see the next step. It tucks in and it's kind of snug, so it stays put. Just keep filling it in, filling it in. All right, I think we're pretty full on this side. So then you take this and you tuck it in, you close it so it fits in snug on both sides. And then we're going to cut this yarn. And then we're going to repeat on the other side. So you're going to open the other two arms. And we're basically going to repeat the same process on this side. Make sure these are lined up so that they makes it a little easier to wrap around. Just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping until we have it filled just as much as the other side. Again, try to stay as even as possible as you wrap around in your layers. And keep it in mind, you can make all kinds of crafts with these pom-poms, and you can make them all in different sizes. They're a great craft to do with, a great craft thing to do with the kids. It's always nice to get the kids involved in craft making, keeps them busy. All right, now we're going to take this, do the same thing. We're going to close it up, cut this off, and now we need to make our tie. I usually double up my tie so it doesn't break when I'm trying to tie it. All right, so your next step is, you'll see there's a little split here in the two little arms. So with your scissors, you're going to go into the little split. Whoops. And start cutting. It's thick, so it'll take a few tries to cut through. Go there one side, and now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Make sure you have all your loops cut. Make sure that it's completely clear on both sides. And then we're going to take our tie. And like I said, I usually double it up because I don't want it to break when I'm trying to tie it. And what you're going to do is you're going to slip this in between the two in the little crack there. And you're going to bring it all the way around because we're just going to tie a knot. Oops. So again, as tight as possible. And finish my knot. And once your knot is in and it's nice and tight, now you're going to take these two little prongs and you're going to open them up. This one, and then you go to the other side and you basically do the same. Whoops, I missed a strand. Basically, you're going to do the same. You're going to open both of these, and then this comes apart. You put it back together for when you're ready to make your next pom-pom. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, whoops, I got a little stray hair here. So I'm going to take my tie where I tied it with, give it a good shake. And depending on how even you were when you were wrapping it around, will determine how much trimming you'll have to do. But you can come and kind of shape your pom-pom. Cut these long strands first here. And make sure when you're trimming that you're looking at all the angles, because you want it to look round all the way around. Sometimes you're going to catch just one little stray strand that you need to trim off. That's about it. And give it a good shake. And there you go. That's the pom-pom that we made with this pom-pom maker. Happy crafting. See you next time.